Okay, John, we're back with more Metroid Prime.
Yeah,
Yay!
we're watching Metroid Prime.
Well, I played it before,
Yep.
and you're watching me play it,
Yep.
and we're commentating
Yep.
over some things that may be game related.
Yeah, and usually they're not game related.
Oh, well, you know. So you remember that area at the end of the last video?
Not
before.
Let me guess. It was brown.
Well, yeah, the whole game's brown pretty much, but this top area
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Well, I remembered what to do.
What do you do?
Oh, I mean, you'll see. It's actually pretty cool. It's probably my favorite area in the game.
Do you bounce like a trampoline?
No. So it said the pillar, is weak.
Oh, so you're just gonna blow it up?
I gotta figure out how to blow it up
Just shoot it, right? There you go.
with a super missile.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like.
So
That's
why would it
what's
tell
that.
me the pillar's weak?
Because it wants you to blow it up.
I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Think of it from Samus's perspective. It just goes, oh, the pillar's weak. Well, I guess I just have to freaking destroy everything now.
Yep. Because that's just the way it works.
It's just the way it is.
It's Samus's bounty hunter world. Oh look, more weaknesses have appeared.
Yep. So you just keep going up and doing that, and eventually something will happen.
So it just seems like a chore right now.
Kinda. But I was very curious. I'm like, what happens if I keep doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you eventually, something happens and you get a little prize at the end.
Yeah, but what is the prize? Who knows?
It'll probably be something glowy and circular. Spherical.
Maybe.
Just because I've come to expect these things.
Well, you wanted me to talk about how I feel about 20th Century Boys.
You're three
and
volumes
Pluto.
in. 3 volumes into 20th Century Boys.
I finished the 3rd volume finally. My 1 chapter a night.
Yep.
It's like, took me 33 days to read 3 chapters.
Yep. 3 books.
Or 3 volumes, yeah. 33 days or 32 days, whatever the one.
Yep. Did you just fall down?
I did. Well, these, spiky pollen assholes knocked me off.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, well, as I fall, I'll read up on them.
Yeah. Time to do some light reading. I want to
Yeah.
do some more reading. I gotta read more.
Well, I've never been into manga, and since I watched Monster, and I think it's like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
You go, well, 20th Century Boys is like just as good, if not better.
Nah, it's better.
And
I
then-
don't know. Yeah, you're right.
And then I go, oh shit, it's not an anime, which is how I generally do those things.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay, so I went to a convention. I just thought I'd ask, how much is 20th Century Boys? Well, I had to go to a couple of vendors because they're like totally sold out.
Yep.
And then they go, oh, okay, here's like 3 for $20 or 15 or whatever. 3 for 15. It was 3 for
Right.
15. And I went, okay, I got 3 volumes, read them, and the first volume's kind of weird because it's so introductory.
Yeah.
I thought it was like kind of an info dump of the setting.
Well, even then, it hardly gives you any information, anyways, right?
Yeah, I'm just like, who are these people and why should I care?
It's all just like, here's 80 stories going on. Just pick what you want to hear about them.
right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, it's kind of strange. So yeah, here's the prize,
It's pink.
the
A
Wave
Wave
Buster.
Buster.
So it's an upgrade to the purple gun.
Oh, okay.
Very worth it in the end. I'm very happy I found it.
What's a purple gun?
It's that purple one that kind of homes in on stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And you could have easily finished the game without it, without knowing that it was ever there.
Yeah, I mean, none of these upgrades are necessary to beat the game, but it makes life much easier.
Cool. So it's like, in a way, you're supposed to get it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Sweet.
so more 20th Century Boys. The second volume was interesting because there was a lot of mysteries coming into place
Okay.
with the cult that's developing.
Yeah.
Because the first volume was just like, is there a cult? I don't know. Who are these guys? They're just doing stuff.
Donkey's dead.
There was a alleged suicide, but yet he didn't. and then there's only the one friend that actually cares, and then there was a note that kind of made him go, oh, he must not have committed suicide, because they all thought it was weird to begin with.
Yeah.
But the second volume, everything that happened in the first volume started coming together onto why I should care.
Right, yeah.
Which I thought was kind of... Again, it's my first manga I've ever read. So it's all new to me in the first place.
You gotta read from the right and go to the left.
Well, I knew that much.
Yep.
Well, I'm not total... Well, I do have the first volume of Maizumi and that's left or right. Because it's so old when it came to the West. And,
right.
Yeah.
That they actually went to all that trouble.
They flipped it. Yeah, they went through all the trouble.
As opposed to just, like, putting white over all the word bubbles and then just writing English words.
Right.
Whiting out all the word bubbles. You know what I was looking at, though? Because the backgrounds are so intricate to Urasawa's work. They put so much in the backgrounds. And then they just paste these giant word bubbles right over top of them. And then most of the word bubbles aren't even used. Like, most of the space in them isn't even really used. It's like some poor intern just spent like 20 hours drawing that thing.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
And then you just like end up covering half of it with a word bubble that's mostly blank.
Well, so it's funny you bring that up because I just started reading the first volume of Pluto, which is Evil Astro Boy story.
Yeah.
The first chapter I'm totally hooked already. Much different experience than 20th Century Boys.
Yeah.
What I've noticed about that is the cells are bigger and the word bubbles are slightly smaller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm like more entranced with all the detail, and there's already more action because it's a different story. You know, already a good twist just in the first chapter. I was instantly hooked. 20th Century Boys I had to kind of wait.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a much longer story at the same time, though.
Yeah. I think Pluto's only about 7 volumes or something like
that.
I
think it's 8.
8? Okay.
Yeah. But, funny story, when I went and got it.
Yeah.
So there was, like, anime and manga sale day and comic book day. When I went to the store, there was, like, a bunch of people buying, like, Monster Musume, which is basically monster girl sex trope bullshit nonsense. What? Yeah. And then I come up with Pluto, and the guy, like, literally came in his pants in happiness that someone actually got something that he likes. He's just like, oh my god, have you read anything else he's ever written? I was like, yeah, I've watched Monster, and I just finished, 3 volumes of 20th Century Boys, and now friend goes, you gotta read Pluto. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try, I'll get 1 volume. And he's like, oh man, I'm gonna order like 2 more just for you. Make sure I have them in stock. I was like, well, I'll definitely be back. I only do a chapter a night, so it might be a while. And he's like, that's okay.
Yeah.
And he just kept going. Have you read and he named like 2 other Urasawa works that haven't even been translated into English?
Yeah,
like, no.
Have you learned Japanese?
I was like, have I learned Japanese so I can read all this other stuff? I'm like, no, I haven't done that yet.
Here, let me just ask you a total random question.
Okay.
How many languages do you think there are in the world? Like, they're still alive, as opposed to ones that are like, ones that are actually still being used.
175.
It's more like 6,000.
Really?
The spoken languages, yeah, they're still alive and being used.
I guess there's a lot of tribal languages and that kind of stuff going on. I guess I was just thinking kind of major ones per country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me ask you this now. Knowing that there are 6,000 languages, how many written languages do you think there are?
Written?
Yeah, written. As in, how many of those languages actually have a written system?
Probably twice that.
You would say like 12,000?
Yeah.
Like, that people still use today? Why would you say twice that, anyways?
Well, I mean, you got all the, you got languages like Chinese, and they have, like, Chinese and Japanese, and they have, like, 3 different ways of writing that language.
There's only one way to use to do Japanese properly. It's just one written system. It's not
so maybe only a little bit more then.
No, there's only 200. 200 written.
Really?
Yeah, there's only 200. Because most languages don't have a writing system. Most languages are only spoken. Very, very, very few.
I've never thought about that, and here I am. I used to know like almost 5 languages fluently at a time.
Yeah. No, yeah, very few languages actually have a written system associated with them.
Huh.
Have ever had yeah.
I guess now that you say that, it was much harder for me to figure out how to write the language than speak it or understand it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it should go without saying that any language that, died before 200 or 300 years ago just would not have had a written system. Like English would, barely had a written system before then, right?
So what brings that on? What brought that on?
Oh, you just said something interesting. Or something that, led me to think about that.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
I like how things translate from language to language. And
Yeah.
how, sense of humor alone just doesn't translate.
Yeah, it's tough to translate it.
Yeah. I feel humor's the heart. I think that's why the anime Monster translated so well into the... Shit, I think I watched that in 4 different languages at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just because there's no humor involved. It's so dramatic, serious, that it didn't matter what I watched or listened to it in. I still got the same experience. And in fact, I felt like I got a better experience in the German fan translation because they were in Germany the whole time.
Well, linguistic jokes are tough to translate, but then, ones that aren't linguistic, based on, language, those ones work quite well no matter what. Those ones will pass. You won't lose that in translation. There's one manga I used to read called Yotsuba.
Okay.
About, this green-haired girl.
Is that the space one you were telling me about?
No, that's planets.
Oh.
Yotsuba is, this green-haired girl.
Okay.
5 years old or whatever, and she's just, a crazy nut brain, just the way all 4-year-old, 5-year-old girls are.
Naturally.
And, it's funny, but it's, really cute funny, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, that translated fine.
Yeah, but you have to use different words.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't use the Japanese words.
Right.
In English.
Well, I made a joke with Colin about Tokyo Mirage Sessions. We were just joking about the word senpai.
Okay.
Imagine if you're in a imagine you had to translate that back in the 80s.
Senpai.
Right?
Yep.
Into English. So we're like, hello, mentor. No, I mean, upperclassmate. Person older than me. Fuck it, senpai.
Yeah, exactly. There's just some concepts that just don't translate.
Oh. Shit. Keep going down. Talk about the audience.
Okay. There's stuff happening in the game. He's shooting shit. There's fish and stuff. And we're climbing on a tree that's underwater.
Man, I got that same call yesterday from a different number.
What was it?
Someone wants me to buy a newspaper.
Yeah. Newspapers definitely want you to buy them because they're all going out of business.
Did you just rip one?
I totally
Oh
did.
my god. Why did you do that?
It's so bad right now.
Oh. Man. I saw what you ate.
Yeah.
What did you eat this morning?
Chicken and cheese. That's what I had this morning. What I eat?
I
don't know.
Christ.
Yeah, that's a stinky one. Oh man, that one's bad.
That is
this morning I had
horrible.
I had toast with
what have you done to
cheese
me?
and apple.
This is the place I work and live.
Yeah.
Oh.
What happens to you if this place goes away?
Oh man. Oh. I mean, don't newspapers know that no one buys them anymore except old people?
Yep, they do. They know it better
What
than
was the
anybody
point
else.
of me filling out the census? If they're still going to call me about wanting to buy a newspaper.
What do you mean? The census for the government?
The way, I don't know. I gotta, for some reason, mandatory census just rubs me the wrong way. Oh, we made it to that area that had the distress beacon.
Oh, this is the area for the
yeah.
distress beacon?
Yeah. So it's actually the ship in space that crashed.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Because this looked familiar. This was I thought this was the first level.
Yep.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Why didn't you mention anything?
No, I mean,
You just had to fart on my couch instead.
Yep.
God.
That's kind of cool. That's pretty interesting. That's how they do it.
Yeah. But there's a point in this ship that led me to just rage for a long time.
It doesn't take. It's not that hard to make you do that, though.
In a video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, things get annoying and you're just like, oh, I don't want to do this.
I didn't beat the final boss on the first run through. This game is bullshit.
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like in Street Fighter V, I haven't beaten medium survival mode, and I've tried like 7 times now.
Yeah.
But I've already gotten to the it took me 6 of those 7 tries to just get past stage 27. Because the difficulty seemed to just change out of nowhere on stage 26.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you played this last time, and it was like stage 26 and 27 was really easy.
Well, no, I went about it differently. I changed my strategy on him. And I just happened to get 28 and 29, and then Bison is 30, and he just wrecked my house.
Yeah, just
because I've never faced him before.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know how to fight him.
And it's a totally different fighting style and everything.
Yeah. Bison's hard. Holy crap!
Well, I think they upped the difficulty for that last guy too.
Oh yeah.
Which is kind of bullshit, but whatever.
Well, I mean, you face Nikali on easy mode, and it took me a couple tries to beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my girl's Cammy, so.
I don't think it's a character so much as they just upped the difficulty for the last guy.
Yeah. Because of the final stage. Can't be easy, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so this is probably my least favorite thing in the game. Is although I do see it as cool, I just think it's too long that they make you do this. Where you have this infrared. There's another this infrared visor. It's really cool, but it's too long.
Yeah, Nintendo and their gimmicks.
There's even another one later that's just like this, just slightly different. It's kind of irritating. Yeah. And the game's also very dark.
It is.
When I was editing the videos, I had to put the brightness up and down quite a bit every time I entered a different room.
Right.
So it would be more consistent. Because some areas you're just like, I can't fucking see a thing. And in some areas you're like, I can see everything!
Yeah. They gotta fix that.
That kind of bugged me in this game. But again, GameCube limitations, I suppose. Or maybe... No, it can't be the fact I'm playing on a flat screen. I don't think that would do.
No.
So you see how hard these little platforms are?
Yeah.
They're fucking small and first person, yeah.
And you just fall off of them all the time.
It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Ugh. So you're actually gonna get up these things?
I'm sure trying.
Okay, well you got up that one.
But I also got to figure out where to go next. Because I'm supposed to... These things unlock the door.
You have to shoot them to unlock the door?
Yeah. It's like a power source you're activating.
Oh, look, you found it.
There it is!
And the door's open. Yay! Is it just open now?
Is it?
Or is that just the power source? No, it's open.
You gotta be close enough to it. Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this next area I rage in. So, that's it for this video.
So you're gonna see it next video.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye.